Aloha. This is my final presentation for World Music 102, and it is on outstanding vocalists. I have chosen to do my final presentation on the soul music. History of soul music. Soul music is originated in the U.S. in the 1950s and early 1960s. Soul music's roots come from elements of African American gospel music and rhythm and blues, which is also known as R&B. The term soul has representation of Black pride and describes the gospel style music with secular lyrics. Soul music was enabled by the commercial boom of race music that led to the creation of Black entrepreneurs for Black artists. Soul music enabled by unstoppable trend toward Black and white integration. Integration with soul music and jazz helped Black pop music with the white discrimination of Black music. Soul music indirectly helped rock music because rock music made white pop music sound oblique. Rock music was basically a white version of R&B. Soul music gradually functioned as an umbrella term for the Black popular music at the time. Now that we have went over a little of history of soul music, I'd like to introduce I'd like to go over where the geographical origins is. And the birthplace of soul music is mainly in northern United States, particularly in Chicago. And then it branched out from there to other cities in New York, Detroit, Memphis, and Florence, and quickly followed and created their own style of soul music. So all these cities created their own style of soul music. Now I would like to introduce the founding fathers of soul music. Soul music was born thanks to the innovations of a generation of post-war musicians who essentially turned gospel music into a secular form of art. James Brown, Sam Cooke, Jackie Wilson, and Ray Charles were the founding four fathers of soul music. Now that we have ended on Ray Charles, I wanted to focus on this particular artist for his outstanding vocals and for his role in soul music. First, let's review the life of Ray Charles. Ray Charles was born in 1930 in Albany, Georgia, grew up in Greenville, Florida. At the age of 6, he started to lose his sight from glaucoma after traumatically watching his brother drown in the wash tub. At the age of 7, from 1937 to 1945, he attended the St. Augustine School for Deaf and Blind, where he learned piano and later clarinet and alto saxophone, composed for big bands, as well as learning to read and write music in Braille. In 1948, at the age of 17, Charles took his $600 savings and moved to Seattle, where he formed the Maxim Trio, a group grounded in the style of Nat King Cole. The Maxim Trio had a major R&B hit in 1949 with Confession Blues on the Downbeat, later Swingtime label. In 1952, he signed with Atlantic Records, where he began adapting gospel music techniques to blues lyrics. From there, he had many hits, which included some of the early hits was which is It Should Have Been Me, created in 1954. Another one is I Got a Woman, established in 1955. Another one is What Did I Say, established in 1959. And one of his most famous and well-known songs, Georgia on My Mind, created in 1960 and established. I would like to take the time to view and listen to Ray Charles sing Georgia on My Mind.
Georgia, oh Georgia, and the whole day through. Yes, it's just this whole sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. I said, Georgia, no. Oh, Georgia. And the song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see. Oh, I know the road leads back to you. Oh, Georgia, now I'm calling my Georgia. No peace I find. You see, it's just this old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Whoa, just an old sweet song, baby, keeps Georgia on my mind.
Now that we are done viewing more about one of Ray Charles' clips, I just want to point out that Ray Charles was a multi-talented blind black musician who pioneered soul music in the late 1950s, in secularizing certain aspects of gospel music, chord changes, song structures, call and response techniques, and vocal screams, wails, and moans, and adding blues-based lyrics. He virtually invented a new genre of music. Ray Charles is definitely looked at as the founding father of soul music because of the style he brought, the way he sang, and how he used gospel music to influence the upbringing of soul music. From here, I wanted to actually branch out to younger artists that are evolving now, and his name is Alan Stone. Alan Stone is a young artist that is barely making it out, and not that much people know of him, but he is definitely a huge soul singer. He was born in Chirwella, Washington, a small town about 45 minutes north of Spokane. He began his career singing at his father's church. He led the gospel choir at his father's church when he was 14 years old. Allen's love for singing and performing was mainly being able to express himself to a crowd of people. He classifies himself as an R&B singer, and he fell in love with soul music by singing in a gospel choir with talented African American people. Later on, he self-released 2 records. The first record is Last to Speak, released in 2010, and the self-titled sophomore release, Allen Stone, released in 2012. And Stone peaked at number 2 spot on R&B and soul charts on iTunes, and hit number 9 and number 35 on Billboard Heat Seekers. His most famous and popular song is Unaware, and we are actually gonna listen to not the whole song because it's pretty long, but parts of it so that you can understand Allen Stone. I also wanted to warn you that looks can be deceiving when seeing Allen Stone. He's a white boy. He looks like he would be singing type of rock song or country songs, but you will be amazed once he opens his mouth. So enjoy and listen.
Every day the deficit grows. You spend more than you own. Well, Papa always said to me, well, keep a close eye on your authority. Yeah, 'cause you say that you can. And I was unaware. You say that you can. And I was unaware. 'Cause all you do is push, pull, tear. We can't stretch it any farther. Push, pull, tear. We can't stretch it any farther. Push, pull, tear. We can't stretch it any farther. Push, pull, tear. And every day.
Okay, so that is a clip of Allen Stone, and I hope that you can see the soul that both Ray Charles and Allen Stone have in common. And I want to close by closing up and saying this is my final music presentation about soul music, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope you understand a little bit more of what soul music is about and how it sounds from these 2 artists. Mahalo nui loa.